AudioScript book, The Riddle of Light, by Giulio Leoni. Once upon a time, in August 1300, a famous man named Dante Alighieri lived in the beautiful city of Florence. He was not only a wise poet, but also a great detective who helped his city solve various mysteries. One day, a strange ship, a galleon, appeared stranded on the banks of the river Arno, near Florence. The local people had never seen anything like it before and invited Dante to examine it. Dante, along with his brave soldiers, approached the ship to see what had happened. Once on deck, they discovered something terrifying. All the sailors were dead, sitting in their seats, as if they had died suddenly and simultaneously. Dante realized that these unfortunate men had been poisoned, but he didn't know how or why. The smell of decay was heavy, and made the soldiers wonder if the ship was cursed, or if the sailors had died of some disease. However, Dante was determined to find the truth. As he explored the ship, he found a table in the hold where 4 people seemed to be talking. 3 were dead, but the 4th was missing. This made Dante think that this 4th person might have played a role in the tragedy. In addition, in the hold he found a damaged mechanism, full of levers and gears, which seemed to be something very sophisticated for the time. Unable to immediately understand the use of this mechanism, Dante went to meet his friend Alberto, a skilled engineer. Alberto, upon seeing him, told him that this machine reminded him of the work of a famous architect and engineer, Guido Bigarelli, who had once worked for the Emperor Frederick Vita. But Bigarelli was thought to have been dead for many years. Nevertheless, the adventure had only just begun. One day, while Dante was in an inn in Florence, he learned something incredible. Bigarelli was not dead, as everyone believed. They said he had been murdered only recently, and that his body had been found at the inn. Dante began to suspect that a group of people at the inn knew more about the mystery of the ship and the mechanism. Among them were a student, a cloth merchant, and a historian. These people seemed to know a lot, but they did not reveal the truth. Meanwhile, in the city, all the faithful had gathered at the Abbey of St. Magdalene to see the relic of the Virgin of Antioch, who was supposed to have miraculous powers. But Dante was not convinced by these rumors. While conversing with a philosopher, he discovered that the reliquary containing the relic had recently been made by Bigarelli himself. Thus, Dante understood that all the events were connected: the relic, the ship, the mechanism, and the deaths of the sailors. In the course of his research, Dante discovered that all these mysteries were related to the legendary Emperor Frederick Vita, who was known for his conflicts with the papacy. The emperor had gained a reputation as a shady figure, and many believed that he had left behind a treasure or a great secret related to an ancient mechanism. As Dante was trying to unravel this mystery, he came to believe that the missing galley passenger might be the key to solving the case. He collected evidence from the ship and compared it with information he found in the deck log. The log revealed important details about the ship's voyage, confirming Dante's suspicions that something very important was happening. Through his encounters with the patrons of the inn and their strange reactions, Dante came to the conclusion that these men were not random. They seemed to be part of a conspiracy connected to the missing passenger and the mysterious mechanism. At a crucial moment, Dante discovered that one of these men was none other than Guido Bigarelli himself, who had been hiding under another name. As the investigation progressed, Dante realized that the mechanism was not just a tool, but perhaps a key that led to a legendary treasure or a great revelation left behind by Frederick Vita. Rumors spoke of the Kingdom of Light, a symbolic place that may have contained the emperor's secret treasure. Dante asked his friend Alberto to repair the damaged mechanism. When he finally repaired it, they discovered that it was a kind of sophisticated astrolabe that could predict the movements of the stars. This mechanism was groundbreaking for the time, and Dante realized that the ship was carrying something valuable beyond the goods. The final showdown was not long in coming. Dante realized that the stowaway was the keeper of the secret. As he drew closer to the truth, he was confronted by a conspiracy that sought to overthrow the power of the church using Frederick's mechanism and secret. In his last meeting with the conspirators, Dante revealed everything and averted a great disaster. Finally, Dante returned to Florence, having solved the mystery. Although the mechanism was recovered, the secret of Frederick's treasure remained unsolved. Dante knew that the truth had not been fully revealed, and that there were still many secrets lurking in the shadows of history. So the wise poet-detective returned to his daily life, knowing that the future would bring more mysteries. One of the most important revelations for Dante was the reappearance of the Loyalists of Love, a secret organization in which he himself had participated in his youth. This organization, whose aim was to resist the oppressive authority of the church and to promote freedom of thought and expression, had disappeared for years. Its revival, however, and its connection to the mechanism and the ship's mission show that the believers of love are still operating in secret, trying to influence the course of history. Dante, through his experience, comes back into contact with his old ideals and questions concerning truth, freedom, and morality. He wonders if the philosophy of the believers of love can really offer a better future for humanity, or if it is just another form of power that tries to overthrow the existing order. Returning to Florence, Dante finds himself once again in the throes of political controversy. The Guelphs and the Ghibellines continue to quarrel, with political and religious intrigues never ending. The forces claiming control of Florence are not only operating openly, but also underground, with secret agendas and betrayals. Dante, having now delved deeper into this mystery, and having discovered the hidden forces behind the events, understands that his city is at a pivotal point in its history. Though he has gained many answers, he feels that the discovery of the mechanism and the secret treasure is a part of a larger story that may never be fully revealed. He is now convinced that the political conflicts in his city are not just about local power, but are linked to wider interests rooted in secret societies and ancient secrets. In the conclusion of the story, Dante symbolizes the eternal seeker of truth, a man who tries to unravel the tangle of mystery and understand the deeper reality behind the political and religious conflicts of his time. His sense of justice and his quest for truth guide him, but the journey is fraught with doubt and danger. Although the mechanism was partially revealed and the conspirators punished, the story ends with a sense that the greater secrets and deeper truths remain hidden, waiting for someone else in the future to discover them. The narrative leaves Dante to continue on his journey, deeply affected by events, but determined to keep fighting for the truth, even if it means clashing with the forces that dominate his world. It was Giulio Leoni's book, The Riddle of Light. AudioScript narration. If you like this audio script, please comment, like, and subscribe to support our channel.